Hello, welcome to Spirit Cocktails. I'm your host, Pierre. Today we are reviewing Gosling's Black Seal Rum. Now, I had many black rums in the past. One of the most notable ones is Myers. Myers has been using a lot of different cocktails and tiki drinks that use dark rum. Gosling's is a little bit different. From what I heard, it's a lot sweeter than Myers. It's obviously darker. And this has actually been around since 1806. This is an older style product. And the reason why it's called Black Seal is because when it was put in the champagne bottles with the cork, they sealed it with black wax with their seal, hence the Black Seal. Let's show you how this tastes. As you can see, it's fairly dark. It's because most dark rums, I notice, like, you have Kraken. That's one of the darkest rums I've seen. This is a black rum, hence a dark rum, but a little bit more of a molasses flavor. Not as much sugar, because you can tell when you put the water in there, if it has a lot of sugar, you get the tendrils, all the different blending of the different sweetness and the sugars in there. It blended pretty well with the water. It doesn't really have a very sweet smell to it, but it's just sweet enough. Let's try it out. You do get that strong molasses flavor. It does have a bit of a sweetness on the tongue, but it definitely has that bitterness that you usually get with most dark rums. This is something I would definitely suggest to use in many of my cocktails that use dark rum that I made in the past. And one I'm going to be making tomorrow, which is one of their signature cocktails. Hence also going to use in one of their secondary products, which is ginger beer, which you'll find out that tomorrow. But this has a lot of caramel notes, very strong molasses. Kind of has a bit of hint of cinnamon to it. Like not much in the taste, but you get it in a little bit in the smell. Kind of buttery, because I get a lot of different notes from the aging process. One of the things is vanillin. That's one of the main ingredients you get whenever you age something in these oak barrels, because the oak wood releases this chemical, which basically is one of the primary derivatives of vanilla, and which brings a lot of different flavors and different spices and such. Actually really good. It's not something I would suggest to really so much drink straight, because it definitely has a pretty good burn to it. It is only 80 proof. I also have a 151 proof, which I purchased of theirs, which is the same basic recipe, but it's higher proof. It's not proofed. It's 151, which is good if you want to use a drink that has that 151 option to it, or you want to make something really potent, or if you're making something like a zombie and you want to get that nice float 151 on top, you put Bacardi 151 on there. It kind of just blends in. It doesn't get that nice contrast of flavor that you're pretty much accustomed to with a official zombie drink. But this is actually a really good product, and if you like dark rums, this is definitely something I would suggest to get. The more you drink of this, the more it kind of grows on you, because it definitely does have a lot more sweet notes in comparison to the bitter notes, but you are getting a buttery flavor to it. But it's definitely something I would suggest. Price, I believe I paid about $22 at Joe Canals here in Jersey. If you go different websites, it might be cheaper, it might be more depending where you get it from. Obviously, you get it from New Hampshire. There's no tax. It's going to be cheaper. So depending where you get it, it's going to be cheaper or higher. But it's definitely something that if you have any recipes that call for dark rum, that I would suggest to get. If you like tiki drinks, this is definitely something to look into getting. The tiki drinks are growing on me. I'm starting to really like them. The concept of the fact that you have a lot of potency, but you have a lot of juices, and it masks that potency to the point that it just tastes like regular drink, just a hint of the alcohol. And it hits you in the end, though, unfortunately, but it tastes pretty good while you're drinking it. But this is something I definitely suggest, and I hope you like this review. definitely check out their webpage if you want to find more information on this product or any of their other products, or see more of their signature recipes. And as always, like us on Facebook.com/spiritcocktails. Subscribe to our channel. As always, drink responsibly.